It will start up here in a second. Okay. Come on, baby. Let's go, YouTube. There we are. Another spontaneous stream once again. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I haven't drawn anything yet. This collage is really cool to look at, though, for me. It is very interesting to look at. The cycle continues. Yeah, I felt like I was actually considering not doing it this year, but I figured if I'm gonna stop doing it, I might as well actually at least do 2020, make it an even number. But we'll see next year, because I'll do this year, and then I guess we'll decide next year if I am going to stop doing this at any point in time or replace it with something else. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, welcome to the stream. Every year I have been redrawing this one picture from 2013, I believe. 2013 was the original one. The first redraw, I believe, was in 2015, if I remember correctly. So I have been doing that since, and then every year after 2015, I've been redrawing it every Halloween. So the original is, for anyone who doesn't know, the original is this one in the middle. It was drawn because a friend of mine in high school at the time was basically writing a short, spooky story. And it was like, ooh, so creepy. So I took one of the scenes and I actually drew her like a quote-unquote fan art for it. And that was back in 2013. I was but a wee 13-year-old. But yeah, I think so at least. Was it? Yeah, it had to be. Yeah. Yeah. So, right? 19, 18, 17. No, it was 2014. I'm sorry. This was in 2014. So I did that, and I think I posted it on Halloween, like, Happy Halloween. Year went by, didn't think about it, and then in good old 2016, I did this picture here. I did a redraw of it using a painting style I was trying to do at the time. So this was from 2016. I think there is actually a speed paint even of this one. I think it's just a very, very old one, and it doesn't have any commentary and whatever with it. But yeah, so then this one was from 2017, the next year. That my style had very drastically changed at that time. And then this one was from good old 2018. And then this one was just last year in good old 2019. The good old days. So yeah, it's been going on for a while. And we're going to do it again. Some things that actually people have mentioned that I think is really, really funny. They've mentioned that both characters seem to be aging progressively throughout this, which I think is hilarious. In the original story, I think they were like, I think the girl in the tank top is like I think she was like a younger teenager, and then the ghost girl was actually a child. The people have mentioned that it seems like in all of these pictures they've been slowly aging. which I think is fucking hilarious. So we'll see if that kind of, I'm not going to try and do that, but we'll see if that holds through this year. And then another thing people have mentioned that is that every single fucking year, the ghost girl's hair gets larger and larger. So we'll see if that continues into this one. I try not to look too much at the other ones. I usually just try to look at the last one and go off of that one. But I always do have the other ones nearby in case I want just to use them for inspiration. I have already actually done a gesture of this, so it's not my official sketch. Y'all are going to watch me do the sketch. But I always do like a gesture first now when I draw, just like a quick, like that's what I want the poses to look like. I saw somebody ask, am I 20? Yes, I am 20. I turned 20 September 1st. I am an officially 20 and I still don't feel like it. But yeah, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, so I don't even know if I was I think I was probably 14 when I drew the first one. I never seen the 2019 one, and the ghost girl's face is so creepy. Thank you. I was really going for creepy in that one. She's not spooky enough in the other ones. I was going for unsettling. And I think I nailed it in that iteration. I think Ghost Girl, and I think out of my favorites, one of my favorite things is hearing what people's favorites are, because people always have different opinions. For me personally, Ghost Girl is absolutely superior in the 2019 version. I like the lighting and stuff and shading on the 2019 version, but I think my favorite version of the girl is still like the 2018 version, personally. I don't think she's drawn very well, but I like her just in style a little bit more. Though the 2016 one has a place in my, or not 2016, the 2017 one, they all have a place in my heart, really. They're so deep. Thank you. I love doing deep cuts. I think the whole context of the story was that, like, before getting to this, like, asylum or wherever she went, she was, like, crawling up rocks or, like, all this other stuff. She was, like, covered in, like, deep bruises and all that sort of shit. So I like exaggerating that. Yeah, so if anyone would like to share their personal favorites, feel free to. They all hold a special place in my heart, so it never really bothers me if people have a different favorite. I don't normally think people say it. I don't normally take it as people being like, oh, your art used to look so much better. I usually just take it as a taste thing, you know, because these are essentially the same pictures, just drawn by essentially 5 different people. In all the context of things. But yeah, if anyone would like to see now, I have my sketch here. So we're gonna have some fun. I think I did this sketch with the idea of, like, let me just do this gesture. Let me do this, like, gesture and see how I feel. And when I did it, I actually really liked how the gesture came out. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep working on this. So we're gonna do that. And y'all are free to ask me whatever questions you may like, make whatever comments you may want to. And we're just gonna have a little bit of a chill, relaxing time. This is not the sketch. I'm doing the sketch right now is what I'm doing. This is a gesture. I think everyone likes the sketch. This is just literally the gesture. I'm doing the actual proper sketch right now. This is literally just me scribbling on this page so I can get an idea of what I'm doing. This one also has, like, some vibes from 2017 one with the girl, like, facing full front and all that kind of thing. Or at least her faces. Because I actually do kind of like that one. She's not looking, like, totally directly forward, but, you know, close enough. How come you haven't uploaded much? Or are you just really busy? I don't really like making videos anymore. That's just the reality of the thing. It's for multiple reasons. Some of them are kind of, like, personal and won't really be changed anytime soon. They're just like personal reasons. Other ones are more just like I fucking hate editing, for again multiple reasons. But I don't find it fun, and I also just like, I don't know. I'm just so like, I don't really like making it's not worth the effort to me anymore. I'd much rather just draw. And especially because I was noticing that if I wanted to draw something for like a speed paint or something like that, I would wait and put it off so long because I wouldn't want to just get caught in the middle and have to stop it. I wouldn't want to have to focus on making sure it was recorded. I just wanted to draw. So a lot of my stuff wouldn't get recorded, and it's not as easy as the way I would do it on my computer. With the iPad, I have to like, it's a little bit more involved, with having to focus on what I'm doing. So it's just, after a while, it was just so much more work than I was really worth. I just more preferred either live streaming or like just drawing, you know, in general. And plus, like, a lot of my videos started like tanking in views, so it got to a point where it was just really not worth it. I wasn't getting enough kind of like return for it, especially because like I wanted to go back to kind of making more speed paints, but people didn't really care for the speed paints. They more wanted the commentary stuff. And it's just, again, a lot of different reasons, but the simple answer is I just don't really feel like making videos. Just chill with each other, like just take a nice celebration of the years of passing around for each other for so long. I don't know. Maybe that'll be my 2021 redraw. Just the girls and just taking a break, just relaxing. I need to do some redraws. I have actually a bunch of pictures in here somewhere, lined up just for me to redraw, just casually for fun, because I think redrawing is like very cool to see. Do traditional drawing along with digital? Not really. I strongly prefer digital over traditional. It's not like I can't. I don't enjoy it as much. I'm very much a digital person, but I mean, I can draw. I just don't really like... you're more going to get sketches with me if I do traditional. I prefer doing sketches. I don't like lining and inking stuff traditionally, and I don't like painting, and I don't like watercolors and all that kind of stuff, so I prefer just simply sketching when I do traditional stuff. I'm focusing way too much on his fucking nose, and this is a fucking sketch. Calm down, Morgan. Okay, question. How to draw front-facing stuff, like faces, bodies, and stuff, or at least what you do, because I cannot physically do them. I mean, I guess it depends how front you want it to be. Like in this one, it's mostly front, but it's like kind of angled just a slight bit like this way. But like really that's going to come down to references and just practicing with symmetry. I mean, the entire like idea of being able to draw something like fully like symmetrical on both sides, that's literally just a skill in itself. So it just takes a lot of practice with like doing that kind of thing. And you know, there's never anything wrong if you have a symmetry tool, like in digital, for example. There's never anything really wrong with using it. If you're just trying to get a point across, and if you really want something to be dead on in the front. But also just like a fun fact for anyone who doesn't actually know this, technically speaking, you shouldn't make something face completely front without a purpose, because it's actually very unnatural. Like even just in normal, like everyday life, it is very unnatural for people to look dead straight at something, because like that's just not really naturally something we do. Even when we're talking to people, our heads tend to move and we tend not to look straight at them and stuff like that. While our faces and bodies may tend to be symmetrical, our behavior does not. So that's just something to keep in mind with it. But when it comes to actually drawing that kind of stuff, it's just going to take practice. You're just going to have to practice like drawing things in reverse and drawing mirrors of things and stuff like that. That's the only way you're ever really going to get better with it. And again, just looking at references, understanding how things like lay out on a face and stuff like that always helps. And if all else fails, if you have a symmetry tool, don't be afraid to use it. Um, it can teach you some things and it can help you understand how things should look. And it's never a bad tool to use if you're just trying to do something like really quick. Like I'm doing it right now. I'm using that tool a lot because I'm making like fantasy human races and stuff like that. And I'm trying to make like myself a little reference sheet for colors and stuff like that, as a cheat sheet. But and I'm using it a lot for that, so you know it never really hurts. Do you use an Apple Pencil to draw digitally? Yes, I do. I use an iPad and I use an Apple Pencil thing. I'm a bobber, and I am addicted to it for some fucking reason. I think it's just nice because I can draw digitally, but have like feel like I'm actually drawing almost on paper, and it just you can kind of like just do it anywhere. It's kind of nice for me. It just works better for me. I don't feel like I have to get up to a computer and be like, ugh, I have to draw, but I don't want to go to my computer. Plus, at the time when I got it, I'd also like gotten a different art tablet, and that art tablet actually wasn't very good. So, I think just that helped a little bit in swaying my decision. How would this work? Yeah, it would go down like that. So, that's not entirely atomically correct, but it's okay. Who said we had to be anatomically correct? This girl's already fucking beaten and bleeding. She don't need to worry about anatomical correctness. That hand might, though. Why tank top kind of buff now? Because that's just how I draw. I tend to draw people with broad shoulders. I don't really know why. It's just something I tend to do. With wide ass shoulders and shit like that. No particular reason. I just do. Pants. Everyone loves pants. Can you tell us what the short story this was originally for? I mean, I can't tell you the whole story. I don't have it like memorized. Um, and it was just like some like short spooky story a friend made about this like girl who like went back to an asylum, I guess she was at, and she's like finding the ghost of her like younger sister or something like that. I don't remember it very well. Um, this picture has long since progressed that story, I will tell you for sure. But I was like, my friend got an assignment. It was like, write a 2-page horror story. And so she naturally wrote 16 pages. So I read it because she let me. And I was like, ooh, I love this so much. I'm going to draw you fan art. Wow. Can you adjust this? Her body and her shoulders ain't lining up exactly, especially that right one. That's why they made Liquify, so you can make these weird ass adjustments. Ooh, is that the storm? I hear thunder. Or at least I think that was thunder. It could also just be somebody like rolling something upstairs. Hey, I just wanted to be wholesome for a second. I watched you for years. I look up to you. Just watching your content and all that helped me with my gender discovery thing. Yeah, I look up to you. Well, thank you, Zach Squire. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy my work. See, nothing will top like this fucking hand. I don't think I could ever do better than that fucking hand. What time is it for me? It's like about 10:30ish. Night. Ooh, I'm not liking this hand. Ugh. I might need to pull up my handy dandy handy. Because I don't know how I'm going to make that work for sure yet. My favorite hands are the ones behind your back. Yeah. I'd be like that. My beautiful eye thing. We always love the eye things. See, some people have told me that before, that like my art style reminds them of Disney, and I don't, I struggle so hard to see it. I mean, like, you know, if that's what it reminds you of, that's what it reminds you of, but like, I don't know, I've never seen the resemblance. Um, but it's like, thank you, but I have no idea. And then again, I don't really know what my work is like, looks like to me even, so. Oop, too big. They flip and stretch the other eye. Yeah, I mean, listen, sometimes things just work. Well, thank you, Lemon Boy. Always love me some thick eyebrows. It's my staple. I don't really like that. That actually doesn't look spooked enough. I need just like a little bit more spook. Has anyone stolen your art before? Yeah. Not in any way that's like significant. I've just had a few occasions. I've had people before who've like tried to sell characters I've made that they don't have the rights to. I've had people who've like traced my art or like reposted it along with other people's art, but never anything that like it was super like I think the main thing I've had even like recently was that like some idiots on Amazon will sometimes like take art and start like selling it like as prints and shit, quote unquote, and they never even pick like good pictures to do it with. It's always like really weird, obscure kind of sketches that like nobody would even want a print of. Listen, love me some thick brows. It's a staple. Even the past one had it. What are some of your favorite brushes? I mean, I like the one that I'm using. It's like Technical Pencil and Procreate. Other than that, I don't really know. I like me. I like that there's a brush in here called like Driven Snow or something like that, and I use that a lot for like spots and speckles. I use it a lot for like freckles. I like that one a lot. It's very good for like speckly stuff. And snow, of course, but you know, other things that aren't snow. I like, I'm trying to think of more that I use frequently. I like a lot of Procreate's like nature brushes and stuff like that. I always love me a good nature brush. I like, there's a brush in here. Let me find it. This one, the Tarle. I like this one a lot. I've been using it a lot for like doing like textured backgrounds and stuff like that, which has been handy. So that one I tend to like a lot. Make that a little bit straighter. Like that a lot. I'm keeping her, I know in a lot of past ones she's been, she's had more like fluffy hair and whatnot, but I actually think for this picture, because the ghost has such voluminous, floaty hair, and I think that it's actually more fun that the human girl has like flat, wet, like drabby hair. I don't know how to say it. Just as a contrast thing. I feel like Bernadette stuck in my head and I don't know why. Just keep hearing like Bernadette just over and over again. Alright, now I need to start figuring out how to draw these fucking hands. 1 minute. We're taking a momentary pause. While I go find some fucking hands. Been watching you since your SU days and you've improved so much. Well, thank you, Tiger Cookie. So the light source won't be huge? Well, the ghost is half the light source. Okay, I need one that like has a hand like out. Who's giggling out there? I hear that. Calm down. I like this one, but I'm going to tweak that thumb just a little bit. And that wrist. What the fuck is going on with that wrist? None of you can see what I'm seeing, but that wrist. I just want this hand to look a little bit more like what I have in my mind. With the corner and the, like, yeah, I mean, that's what I was going for, is it looks like she's been in the rain, or she's been, like, just out, definitely not, like, came from a beauty salon. What is with this hand? This is a fucking default hand. Why is this hand, like, so broken? Again, no one can fucking see what I'm even looking at. But it's my hand reference. Don't worry about it. Okay. Why do I always do that? I always, like, start sketching as if I'm lining, and I'm like, no, stop doing that. You can fucking sketch. Still sketching, you idiot. Oh, I already don't like this. It's already fucking up. Already do not like that. Cool, love it. Already taking creative liberties from my source material. Look at me go. Sometimes I just see correct anatomy and I'm like, but I don't like that. And so I don't do it. It's like, that's so bollocks, because it's like, I hate it. This is why that hand looks like that. It's because I couldn't get the fucking thumb right. Yeah, fine. We're gonna just do it like the old hand. That's what we're gonna do. It's just fine. Who needs a fucking dynamic looking thumb when you can just draw the old hand, but just try to draw the old hand better? I say as I proceed to not draw the older hand better and proceed to draw it worse. Would you imagine? Fucking hands. Fucking hands. Okay. Just give me a moment. I will read comments in a minute. Fucking hands. I hate them less than feet, but I still hate them. No, that doesn't look right either. What if we went for more down? Like, what if I was doing something like that? Yeah? Yeah, me? Looking at my own hand? Well, that thumb's fucked, but, you know, we're getting somewhere. I say as we proceed to not get somewhere I like. We're close, though. We're getting there. We almost have it. No, I don't. Why does that hand look backwards? It's not backwards. It's literally the right direction. I'm gonna lose my shit. I do not normally have, like, this much fucking difficulty with hands. I'm gonna lose my mind. How am I making a hand that is facing the right direction look backwards? Like, that's crazy to me. I have, like, a different strategy every fucking time I draw hands. I can never have, like, one... Like, I can never do a hand tutorial because I don't have one way I draw hands. It just literally depends on the moment. It's an adaptive process. Okay. Yes. Yes, okay. We have a decent thumb. Now I need to draw the rest of the fucking hand. Okay, so then we get, like, that finger, and then that finger, and then, oh, there's that finger. Oh my god, and then there's that finger. I can't believe it. Mom, leave me alone. I can talk about my arthritis later, it's fine. Okay. Okay, well, if the fingers weren't so fucking long, then it would actually be perfect. But no, I had to make them too fucking long, didn't I? I mean, again, they're not much longer compared to my own fucking hands, so. Oh, but that still looks bad. I'm gonna scream. We're like so fucking close. Just so close. Yet so far. Sorry, I'm dead silent. I'm trying to focus on getting this fucking hand. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna fucking do it. Okay, hang on. Ready? And then check this shit out. I'm so close. I'm so close. Ready? Hang on. Watch this. And then we just like creep that up a little bit. And then we just get rid of fucking that mess. And we almost have a hand. Oh my god. It looked so much better a second ago. Hang on. You know what? No, it's fine. You know what? We're going to just do that hand off stream. Don't worry about it. We're just not going to do that hand this stream. We're just not going to do that hand this stream. We're just going to leave it for after the stream. I can come back to that. It's fine. I'm just going to work on this other one in a second after I tell my mom how I'm doing because everyone always has to talk to me when I start streaming. Ah! Watching an anime recently? Recently, no. Not recently. Kind of, I guess, but not like recently. We're just going to get rid of the old picture here so I can just completely focus on doing this fucking hand. Does what just happened go for when you generally happen? No, it just depends. Sometimes I have default. I want to make this look nice and look nicer than the old ones, so I can't just go with like some default bullshit I normally go with. It just depends on what I'm working on. Just sometimes it comes easier than others. See, now this one's gonna give me problems. I can already feel it. Okay, hang on. Are you in school this year? I mean, yeah, in like college level school. I'm in my second and final year at the school I'm going to. Which is not the year I would have preferred to have it, but I can't really change that now. I'm going to a school for game design, and that is all I will tell this live public stream. I know that's not how fucking... I swear, every time I do this, every fucking year, someone always, like, points out the fucking, like, match flame, and I get so tired of it, because I'm like, yes, I know that's not how match flames work. Ghosts also don't exist like this, as far as I'm aware, so, you know, it's like, I don't know. I think it's, like, I feel like at some point it should be obvious that it's for dramatic effect, and that's not actually, like, how I think matches work. It's a dramatic match flame. I don't know, it's just like every fucking year I do it. So it just gets a little tiring. Okay, I'm gonna try this hand like one more time, and if I can't get it to work, then we're just gonna bail on it. Or I'll just do it in off stream when I can just kind of focus and listen to videos and whatnot. I mean, like, I don't think it's unfair to say that's not how something works, but it's also like, I just feel like sometimes some things can just be for drama. You know what I mean? You know what? That fucking hand. I hate this hand. I don't know. I mean, I know that, like, last year it gave me the same amount of trouble. There's a reason why it looks like that in 2 of my iterations. But, I might just have to draw it like that fucking again, honestly. Sometimes it's just about what you know. I don't even like that either. Oh my god. You know what? Fucking. Just leaving it. We're leaving it. Just leaving it till off stream. That's what we're doing. Because I cannot make it work for save my life. We're just gonna work on the ghost. Sorry, I was reading one of the comments. going for mouth. She's always kept her smile closed. You know, we're going with something slightly different this year. It's called exaggeration. For the person who said the smile is as large as her face, yeah, it's exaggeration. I'm also going to shrink this face down because the original gesture was too big anyway. As I said before, dude, if ghosts could wrinkle, big yikes. Yeah, I mean, thank goodness it's a drawing. I just like really crazy fucking expressions. I think the world is more fun when you can exaggerate expressions. Especially for things that are like intense. Is this live? Yes, it's live. I've just been quiet. Don't have much to talk about. Thank you. I appreciate it, Melissa. And I'm not going to give the ghost girl claws because that's not the kind of thing I'm going for. Can I ask a question? You can ask a question. Because I made it that way because I'm so pissed off with it. So that's my placeholder now. That's all it is. because it wouldn't cooperate with me. So now Tanks gets to have a fucking BS hand. Because I'm tired of looking at it. How do you draw you hand? I really struggle with that. I've said it. I actually said it earlier this stream. I literally have no way I draw hands. Not like there's not a single one way I draw hands. It literally just depends on what I'm doing and what works. So I can't help with that. Sorry. Still have Bernadette stuck in my fucking head. And I don't know why. And I can't even sing it to get it out of my head, because then I would get a copyright. I can worry about that later. Okay. Yeah, the song Trouble by Cage the Elephants. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really know offhand. God, every time I sketch hair now, it just makes me think of how my friend has always told me that, like, every time I fucking sketch hair, she never knows what's going on. I always do because it's for me, but she never does. And then when she asks me, like, what do I do with it? I just say, I don't know. What do you see? I'm just an ass to my friends sometimes. This actually might be less than last year's, which does kind of change up my the theme that's been going on. We're going to give this hand one more try. A single more try. One more. If it doesn't work, then we fucked. Why are you all making like an entire Animal Crossing AU? I don't understand. Y'all will latch on to the strangest of things. Because a fist doesn't really fit in this situation. Her just like making a fucking fist while she's like spooked and scared, like that just doesn't really fit for the kind of theme that's been going on. Okay, brain. It's not looking that bad. Could be better, but, you know, that's an actual fucking hand. No, fucking... You know, that'll do. It needs to be just like a teeny bit bigger, but... That'll do. That's acceptable, I guess. So you say you use Procreate for your art, right? Is it only on Apple products or is it on other devices? I've been thinking about getting one in the future. I don't really know for sure, unfortunately. I've only ever used it on Apple, so I can't really answer if it is or isn't on a different device. If you want to find out though if it's on your preferred devices, I would go like find the Procreate, the official like Procreate page, and I'm sure that'll have like links and stuff to that. Doing some like touch-ups and things like that. I might just do a shady thing just for the fun of it. Like a Yeah, just for the fun of it. Let's just party. This is nothing to do with the final piece. I'm just doing this purely for entertainment. This is just me getting a feel of what it's going to look like, kind of when it's, like, color-wise. How it'll kind of look a little bit. In terms of just color, not even like actual colors, just in general. Y'all are having your own conversation down there. I can see it. I'm not even doing this for any like actual reason. I'm literally just doing this for fun. Wow, spooky. I can't believe it. Wow. Spooky. I mean, I find that y'all are making an AU. I don't really get it, but, you know. It's up to you guys. Have fun with what you want to have fun with. Yeah, that's just for fun. It's for fun whip. That's all it is. But I'd say compared to how it's going with the old one, I think this will be very fun. Very fun, different to see. Very fun indeed. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know if there's any. I don't really want to like start. Like my next step would be doing like line art and stuff like that, and I don't really want to do that right now. So, um, yeah. I guess with that, I will say that thank you all for coming to watch me sketch, and hopefully I'll stream more of this. I'd rather stream it than have to like deal with recording it. It's actually much easier for me to just like stream it and like download the recording or download the stream. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you next time. And hope I will probably stream more of this later when I finally get around